Hey guys, this is DJ Wolf. I wanted to talk about something that just dawned on me. You know, Okra Whinfrey, negro woman from the South. She actually is from the South. She's from Mississippi. Okra Whinfrey, or Okra, or Orca, what they used to call her, just did an interview with I think the producer of the Michael Jackson movie Leaving Neverland, along with former dancer and Michael Jackson worshiper Wade Robinson on her channel. And I didn't get the chance to see it. I wish I had taped it, but I am going to make a point to watch that in the documentary, even though I kind of don't really want to watch that documentary because I know it's all going to be full of bullshit. Let me express my feelings on that and some other things about the Oprah hookup, so to speak. This is DJ Wolf Live. All right, guys. You know, as I was saying, Oprah, like a lot of the big-time media people, when it comes to Michael Jackson, even a shred of rumor about Michael Jackson becomes a big story. About 3-4 weeks ago, they've been talking about this thing regarding a documentary that was released at the Sundance Film Festival called Leaving Neverland. And the documentary, supposedly, it released a lot of unknown information regarding Michael Jackson and with boys and all the other BS. And so I haven't seen it yet. I plan on watching it this week. I might even watch it tonight. I gotta check my HBO subscription on my Fire Stick, of course, but I'm gonna check. But of course, they all jump on it. Funny that Oprah, who has jumped on it, she was the one, and this is no joke, this is a fact. Oprah was the one who interviewed Michael Jackson back in 1993, and that's where all hell had broke loose for Michael Jackson from that point on. Really before that, in the early 80s when he shot the Pepsi commercial where he got caught on fire. But for certain, when Oprah interviewed him in 93, trust me, that created a firestorm that never stopped until well past his passing. And it still hasn't stopped, really, because they're still talking about Michael Jackson 10 years later, which happens to be the 10th anniversary of his passing. And of course, there have been interviews that Oprah has done with members of the Jackson family. You know, Jackson, who had been interviewed by Oprah, was Janet Jackson. And I think that's when she made her comeback several years ago. And then she had an interview after the Tittygate at the Super Bowl. And I saw the show where she was interviewed by Oprah. And Janet just told her straight up, you'd never really been kind to my family. I mean, I'm just paraphrasing. Janet kind of let Oprah have it. You know, Oprah had been known for people who got in the ass about stuff on camera on her show. It wasn't just Janet Jackson either. The members of the Wayans family got into it. Well, they didn't get into it. I take that back. They apologized to her for a skit that they did about her on their show in Living Color. It was a skit. It was comedy. And they had to actually apologize. Before they even did the interview, they actually had to apologize to Oprah. Okay? This I know for a fact. I said to watch the show. And then, who else? It was Monique's family. They came on the show. Made allegations that her brother had sexually molested her. This is an allegation now. And I guess Monique has never actually talked about it. But you know the story with Monique. She had a fallout with her, Tyler Perry, and Lee Daniels for various reasons. And then Bill Cosby got asked about something one time too, just before he actually went by, about a year or two before. Matter of fact, it was around time the accusations about him surfaced when they first surfaced. So Oprah, you can tell Oprah has had bitter enemies in Hollywood. But she has powerful friends there too. You know. And my thing is, the powerful friends are probably the ones that probably got her to do the interview with the director and Wade Robinson from Finding Neverland. I wouldn't be surprised. You know, Oprah has kind of never really been in the black man's corner anyway. Think about something that I saw Oprah do or didn't do when the night that Barack Obama got elected president. And this was mind you, this was a historical event. All right. And the night that he was elected, in I guess it was at some park, someplace, and it was a big gathering, me and everybody was out there because it was so historic. Oprah standing, and Oprah and mind you, Oprah and Stedman were both in attendance. Here's the thing that tripped me out. Oprah was standing next to a white guy. I think he was on her right or left. I don't remember, but an old white guy was standing next. She was standing next to him, and she was hugged on the shoulder a little bit. From what I remember, no, actually, I take that back. Yeah, but she was standing very close to the guy. I know that she was standing very close to this dude, and I thought I saw her had her arm on his arm. But I don't recall that, but I do remember she was very close to him. And of course, Stedman is like the row and a half back, or he's like 2 rows back. I thought that was strange. You know, Oprah has been known, and to me that was significant. And this is significantly why. Significantly why I'm trying to say, you know what I mean. But anyway, what I'm saying is, Oprah has always put black men in the back burner. Okay? Prime example. When Barbershop, I think it was either Barbershop or Barbershop 2 came out. One of the Barbershop films came out. Might have been both. She had the cast members of Barbershop on her show, except Ice Cube. Yeah, that's very well documented too. She's also had beefs with, she's also gotten into it with 50 Cent and other major rap artists who actually have had movies out. And she never even promoted it. So Oprah is on the bourgeois side of the game. She has been for a long time. I have never liked her. I was working at this job downtown in District many years ago. And this is when Oprah supposedly was going to marry Stedman. And I kept telling everybody, this is a publicity stunt. I said, Oprah ain't marrying nobody. Oprah don't want no man. And this is before I knew about her and Gail. You know, well, that's alleged. Let's put it like this. Let me rephrase that. Her and Gail allegedly are more than just friends. But that's before this. I think, matter of fact, this might have been around the same time. I'm not sure. I think Gail did have a talk show around town. Yeah, it might have been around time. But anyway, to make a long story short, she ain't never had a real backs of black man. Not everyday black man either. Like she did with, but she did have the back of Barack Obama, of course, because Barack Obama was a black man, symbolizes, you know, being black. That was it. But that's another whole story. The thing of it is with Oprah is that Oprah has always been bougie. She caters to a certain audience and not necessarily black women. Oprah has been involved in some shady shit over the years too. That's very well known. Okay, it's just been on the down one. It's been on the DL for years with her, literally. And she do hang around a lot of very powerful people, including Harvey Weinstein, who in the one picture you saw she was getting very cozy with in the picture. At least it appeared to be that she was anyway. And that's why I said, you know, she's a Negro woman from the South, but she's a Negro woman from the South that ain't really about us. And she plays a lot of period pieces too. I've noticed that too. Color Purple, Rooster's Place, Beloved, and I think a couple of others. She loved playing them period piece films. Oh, what was that? The Butler. That was the most recent one. You know, she plays a lot of period piece films, man. And the thing of it is, man, I'm not a fan of hers. I've never been a fan of hers, to be honest. Haven't been really, almost virtually never. But although I will admit, when she first broke out on television, I'm talking about network television, well, national television, I was a fan of hers at one time. Until I found out when she climbed up the ladder and got bigger and got to be a bigger and bigger name, you know, when it came to art issues and whatever, she didn't talk about that much. So, but I just wanted to say that she's always put black men in the back burner for a long time. So to sit there and get all these white people on here about Michael Jackson, attacking Michael Jackson, don't really surprise me. And see, the thing of it is, a lot of people tend to forget. Michael Jackson was a very shrewd businessman. That's how he got the Beatles catalog. Paul McCartney has never forgiven Michael Jackson for that. And he talked about him like a dog. He even, matter of fact, Paul McCartney had got to a point where he was even mocking Michael Jackson publicly. He's done it on several occasions. You know, so you know he's still, it was perceiving about the Beatles catalog being bought out by Michael Jackson. My thing of it is, he bought it out fair and square. What was you mad about? The fact that a black man owns your music collection? Sounds like to me. If you had first dibs on it as an act, I mean, as a member of the major group that wrote the records, why the hell wouldn't you jump on it first in the first place? That wasn't Michael's fault. That was your fault. You know? But it's the fact that a black man was a businessman. Oh, suck it, dick. People are dry, stupid as hell. It was a black man that was on his grind. You know? And they didn't like that. The black man was on his grind. That was all there is to it. He was on his grind doing business. And he was a power player. You know, just like the rest of the world. He was. But for Oprah to continue to, you know, to besmirch him and to help facilitate that is BS to me. I'm sorry, it is. It's just that. She did the same thing with Whitney Houston. You know, put that young girl on there talking about that mess after she lost her mother. And it wasn't even that long after that happened too. She did an interview with Whitney's daughter, maybe like with a couple of maybe not, I don't think it was 2 weeks or something like that. And then they turned around and did a reality show, and I really blame her aunt for that shit. And you know, I did a video about that about 2 years ago. I railed on Pat Houston about that shit because she was dead wrong for doing that. You know, all she was about was cashing in. You know, I had no respect for that bitch. I'm sorry, no respect for her at all. You know, but I was just thinking about that. All these power players out here. Oprah, also, you know, sold 75% of her ownership of OWN back to Discovery Communications, the company that helped her launch the OWN network back in 2009. When she first wasn't even putting out black shows at the time. Matter of fact, the first year or so, first year or two, she wasn't doing any black series at the time. None. Not one. And then all of a sudden she realized, oh damn, I'm black, I better start putting some black shows on and people start watching it. You know? And here's the thing. You would think Oprah wouldn't mind selling that to a black conglomerate or at least her share of it, to a black conglomerate. Maybe it wasn't in her contract. I don't know. But for her to sell it back to the Discovery Communications, I thought was crap. You know, she's not about helping to build black wealth. She's black wealth, but she's not about building it. At least not for anybody else. Let's put it like that. For her to be the richest black woman, I mean, to be one of the richest, not only black woman on the planet, but the richest woman on the planet, and not help your brothers and sisters build businesses. You know, I think it's BS. But nevertheless, I'm gonna get off of that. I'm tired of talking about it. I won't trust Oprah. I don't trust Kamala Harris. Or man, dude, got backfire there. Or Bernie Sanders. You know, or any other candidates. You know, that's another whole story, but I'll talk about that later. This is DJ Wolf, and I'm out.